Left-hand hitter in the 0-1. That missed down. No, that's a strike, rather. On the outside edge at the knees. 0-2 quickly. Vesperman on deck. 2 outs and Champagne at second. He walked and stole. 0-2. The count on Diaz. Johns delivers. Hits in the dirt. 1-2. The Oilers defense, Jerry Nix is the catcher. Dalton Bowling's at first base. Shun Sakino at second. Trey Becker at short. And Graydon West is at third. The outfield left to right. Noah Hennings, Casey Burnham, James Shimashita. That's the Oilers defense behind Hayden Johns. On 1-2, Diaz. Flares one toward left center field. Burnham on his horse, and that's going to be over his head. And it'll bounce up toward the warning track. Scoring from second is Champagne. Stopping at second is Diaz as Burnham gets it back in from left center. But it's an RBI double for Michael Diaz. Leadoff walk comes back to hurt the Oilers. It's 1-0 Bucks here in the first. The Bucks have their ace Owen Wild on the mound today, so that first inning run could be very important. 2 out, 2 strike, RBI double off the bat of Michael Diaz, but it's really the walk and the stolen base that hurts the Oilers there. And Vesperman will be the batter now. A right-hand hitter takes outside and low. 1 ball and no strikes. Maple the DH on deck. 1-0 Bucks now here at the top of the first. Remember, we're only playing 7 innings today, so 6 less outs for each team to work with. In terms of scoring runs, 1-0 is fouled away. And it's 1-1, and that foul ball brought to you by Walden Bros. They can customize just about anything, but specialize in clothing like t-shirts, crops, tanks, hats, and more. Visit them at waldenbros.store. Ball and a strike with a runner at second. 2 outs and a run in here in the top of the first for Anchorage. 1-1. Taken inside, 2 balls and a strike on Vesperman, who's a .278 batter this season. And Sean Maple waiting on deck. Righty on righty. 2-1. Is popped up, foul, out of play to the right. It'll be 2-2. Hayden Johns from Temecula, California, number 18, long blonde hair and American flag cleats. As he works from the first base side of the rubber, from the stretch with a runner at second base. 2-2 to Vesperman. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Good breaking ball from Hayden Johns. His first strikeout that gets him out of the first. A run on a hit and a walk. No errors and a man left. Bucks 1, Oilers coming to bat on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM and RadioKenai.com.
Summer is here, and Alaska Trailer has the latest outdoor trailers for your great summer adventure. Alaska Trailer has everything you need when it comes to new trailers or truck beds. Now they're open at their brand new location on K Beach Road. Come take a look at their dump trailers, equipment trailers, deck overs, tilts, utility, enclosed trailers, and truck beds. Now is a great time to pick up that new trailer or truck bed you've always wanted. Alaska Trailer between the Duck Inn and Trinity Greenhouse on K Beach Road. They're on the plan set to serve you.
If you've been involved in an accident or had a catastrophic injury, negotiating with insurance companies on your own is fraught. Insurance companies want to maximize their profits, and that means minimizing a fair and just resolution. They don't want to pay for your medical bills. They don't want to pay for your life. They don't want to pay for your payments. Expert insurance negotiators and adjusters will try to minimize your claim at every turn. It's important to have an attorney to get the recovery that you deserve. At Earhart, Elsner & Cooley, we can help you get that fair and true value.
It's the bottom of the first as the Oilers get ready to get to work against Owen Wild, who's a really good pitcher. He's the Bucks' ace. He's made 5 appearances and 4 starts so far this season. 21 2/3 innings, 16 hits, just 6 runs allowed, 4 earned. He's walked 8 and struck out 32. So 4 strikeouts for every walk he allows. He's 2-0 with 1 save in his relief appearance and a 1.66 excellent ERA.
Leading off for the Minnesota, number 8, James Shimashina.
You can watch the Oilers live right now on the Oilers YouTube page. Peninsula Oilers Baseball Club Inc. on YouTube, or click the link in the Oilers on the Oilers Twitter profile. Peninsula Oilers on Twitter. Pitch to James Shimashita, starting things off for the Oilers is a strike, 0-1. So we've got our video stream simulcast up on YouTube if you want to check that out. The 0-1 misses, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike on James Shimashita, batting .333 for the season in the ABL. 1-1 is fouled away to the left, and it's 1-2. And that's brought to you by Walden Bros. They customize just about anything but specialize in clothing like t-shirts, crops, tanks, hats, and more. Visit them at waldenbros.store. Call them at 907-394-5510. 1-2 misses. It's 2-2. Shimashita, it's a very good eye at the plate. He's got an on-base percentage of .464, which is phenomenal. The pitch. Breaking ball hit through the left side. Base hit past the diving third baseman. Maltby into left field down the line. Picked up there by Bourne. He throws to second. Shimashita's in standing with a leadoff double. Ground ball down the left field line off the bat of Shimashita. He continues to swing the bat extremely well. And a leadoff double for the Oilers. That's big, given we're playing only 7 innings against the Bucks ace in a game that for those 2 reasons figures to be kind of low scoring. Also the fact that both bullpens are at full capacity, the strongest they'll be at, of course, this series. Both teams having been off the last couple of days. And the Wild turns and looks at Shimashita with Trey Becker coming to the plate. Oilers haven't played since Monday. The Bucks, they haven't played since last Thursday. The pitch is in there for a strike. Becker was squaring and then he pulled back. It's 0-1. Bucks haven't played since last Thursday. It's an entire week off with rainouts and such. They got mercied by the Glacier Pilots the last time they did play, 12-1 in 7 innings. First baseman for the Bucks, Vesperman, is in on the grass, and so is the third baseman, Maltby. Becker squares, tries to bunt it, but instead fouls it at the plate. It's 0-2. The defense for Owen Wild and the Bucks. Derek Smith is the catcher. Dylan Vesperman at first base. Alex Champagne at second. Cody Graybeck at third, and Dylan Maltby Graybeck at short, rather. Dylan Maltby at third. Chad Bourne, the left fielder. Garrett Anglim in center, and the right fielder is Michael Diaz. The Anchorage Bucks. Bucks in brown, Oilers in black. Black and yellow versus brown and yellow versus black and red. 0-2 is in there. Strike 3 called. Becker goes down looking. He tried to bunt the first couple of offerings. And Sakina will step in. Shun batting .292 now. The .380 on base percentage. 1 out. Shimashita at second base. And the bottom of the first is the Oilers trail 1-0. Dalton Bowling is due on deck. Pitch to the left-hand hitting Sakino is in the dirt, nicely blocked by Smith, the catcher. 1 ball and no strikes. Oilers looking to get back that run in the top of the first. Leadoff walk and an RBI double by Michael Diaz, giving the Bucks an early 1-0 lead in this 7-inning contest. The first of 2 will play today. 1-0 is popped up foul left side, and that'll reach the plates out of play. 0-1, not a very big crowd today, but that's to be expected. Given the rescheduled day doubleheader on Friday, should be a bigger crowd tonight, I would assume. There's even space in the beer garden. 1-1. That's down low. 2 balls and a strike. Sakino from Cal State Northridge tied for the Oilers team lead with 17 runs scored this season. He's just one behind Dalton Bowling and Casey Brennan for the team RBI lead. He grounds this one up towards center field. A diving play, attempt by Graybeck. He throws to first. And safe at first is Sakino, but Graybeck saved a run with that diving stop. It's an infield hit for Sakino. Ball grounded right up the middle by Sakino, and Graybeck, the shortstop, to his left with a great diving play. So runners on the corners instead of an RBI single. Shimashita has to stop at third. Bowling comes up now. Knowlton had a couple of big hits in that doubleheader sweep for the Oilers on Monday, including a second inning triple in game 1. The game the Oilers won 2-0. First and third, one out. Bottom of the first, it's 1-0 Bucks, and they're double play depth. First pitch, raking ball in there at the top of the zone. 0-1.
Oh, she's not here yet.
Good speed on the bases with Shimashita at third and Sakino at first. Bucks playing for a double play. Infield back except for the first baseman Festerman, who's holding on Sakino. The 0-1, Sakino bluffs a steal, and the pitch is a strike at the knees. Quickly 0-2 on Bowling. This is a situation in which you really don't want to strike out. Runner at third, less than 2 outs in the first inning. Bowling's got a chance to take the Oilers team lead in RBIs here. He's got 13 this season. 0-2. Fastball just off the plate away. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the right-hand batter from San Jose State. One ball, 2 strikes on the batter Bowling. Wild's pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Just blew a fastball by him near the top of the zone. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Owen Wild. Now it's up to Casey Burnham to cash in these couple of first inning hits for the Oilers. Otherwise, Cody Graybeck's diving stop will indeed save the Bucks a run. Burnham has a couple of hits each of his last games against the Bucks, each of his last 2 games against the Bucks. He takes a strike here, the left-hand batter from Kansas, transferring to Nebraska, 0-1. Burnham batting .260 overall on the season. He's tied for the team lead in runs and RBIs with 17 and 13 respectively. 2 outs and runners at the corners right now. The 0-1 is on the inside corner, a strike, 0-2. Couple of ground ball hits in this inning for the Oilers, but they're in danger of not cashing in. 0-2. Fastball high, and Sakino running, they won't throw. Sakino with a delayed steal. He wanted them to throw. He was just kind of jogging on towards second base, but Derek Smith not making the throw, so it's an uncontested steal for Sakino, his league-leading 15th one of those this season, and now 2 are in scoring position. 1-2. Outside. 2-2. That stolen base takes a little pressure off the pitcher, maybe. It means the open base is now first, not second, but Noah Hennings and other good hitters on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 in scoring position with 2 outs in the bottom of the first as the Oilers trail the Bucks 1-0. Wild, right-hand pitcher from the first base side of the rubber. 2-2. Swung on and fouled away to the left. Still 2-2.
Will Parker.
One big thing for both of these teams now with this compact 5-game series now is going to be making the pitchers work and getting to the other team's bullpen, especially for the Orioles to get into the Bucks bullpen, which is very thin. We heard Kevin Clancy talk about that on the pregame show. 2-2. Swung on, grounded toward the middle. Graybeck comes in behind the bag. Throw to first is in time by a half a step. And that retires the side. A diving stop then by Cody Graybeck on the single by Sakino means the Bucks able to keep the lead through an inning. No runs despite 2 hits. The Oilers strand 2 in scoring position. We go to the second. 1-0 Anchorage on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
What are the 2 most important things about a mortgage? Well, besides paying it every month, obviously the first thing is getting the mortgage. The second is service. Chris Hughes at Home State Mortgage in Soldotna knows those things can't be taken for granted. Chris will work hard to make that loan for you, and you'll receive service. You'll always have a direct line to your own personal service rep locally on the Kenai. It's always closing time with Chris Hughes, branch manager at Home State Mortgage in Soldotna, 260-5400.
Home State Mortgage, NMLS 189-191. Chris Hughes, NMLS 117-9429.
Hello, I'm Marty Hanson, owner and manager of Iowa Express. Nice brand new glasses from Iowa Express. Everything is crystal clear. You have them a month, and the lenses look like you snaked them out of the Kenai. All scratched up. Well, at Iowa Express, you can get those lenses replaced for free if you get them with the scratch card code. Let me say that again. Iowa Express will replace your Kenai River-looking lenses for free. See the store for details. Iowa Express in the Peninsula Center Mall, Soldotna, 260-9199.
Top of the second inning here, game 1 of the 7-inning doubleheader in Kenai. Sunny day, it's a little bit chilly, 56 degrees. First pitch out of the field feels like about 96 degrees in the press box with the sun out. First pitch to Sean Maples inside, 1 ball with no strikes. Go on. 1-0. That's up and ease. 1-1. Maple is batting .194 this season. Some low batting averages at the bottom of this Bucks batting order. The 0-1 down low. 1-1. Should be 2-1. 2-1 the count. And Maple leading things off here. Shots to the wind, the 2-1. Swung on, hit on the ground towards short. A backhand sliding stop by Becker. Then he bobbles it, and he's got no play. That'll be scored a hit. Tough play for Becker. Sliding into the hole. Just couldn't field the ball and transfer it cleanly. An infield single for Sean Maple. It's a familiar face to many of you folks listening, I'm sure. That's the official scorer for today back at home, Coach Dan Getzel. It's the PA announcer and the official scorer for today, doing double duty. This one's fouled away by Dylan Maltby, I think it won. That's brought to you by Walden Bros. They can customize just about anything, but specialize in clothing like t-shirts, crops, tanks, hats, and more. Visit them at waldenbros.store. Call them today at 907-394-5510. 0-1 to Maltby is hitting .190 on the season. A little check swing tapper to Johns. He throws to second. 1 there. Becker to first. Double play! 1-6-3. A check swing tapper off the bat of Dylan Maltby. The GM Sun bounces into a double play. 2 outs and nobody out now in the second inning. Good fielding by Johns there on a slow hit ball. He didn't panic. He just grabbed it, turned, made a good throw to Trey Becker at second. Becker made the turn. Maltby out on a close play at first. Here's Derek Smith, the catcher, batting .219. He takes low, 1-0. Smith 8 in the order for the Bucks. Wind up the 1-0 from Johns. In there, over the inside edge, a strike, 1-1. It is bright and sunny. The sun's straight overhead right now. Just about. 1-1 pitch. Is swung on, hit to third base, and Graydon West is up with it. He throws to first. Side retired. Good inning for Hayden Johns. No runs, a hit and a double play. Nobody left. Middle of the second now is Anchorage 1 and the O's nothing on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM and RadioKenai.com.
Attention, please. Pita Pit has come to Kenai. That's right. The same pitas you've come to know and love from our store in Soldotna are now available in Kenai. We're serving up our fresh grilled, flavor-filled pitas and refreshing real fruit smoothies all summer long. Open every day at 11, you can find the Pita Pit food truck in front of the old car wash just past the Kenai Visitor Center.
Pita Pit food truck?
Pita Pit food truck.
Remember that the snack shop in Brooklyn being run by Kenai Volleyball.
Now that masks are starting to come off, is your smile ready for its big reveal? Dental want to give you the beautiful, healthy smile you deserve. Gentle Dental is partnered with Invisalign to healthy and conveniently straighten your teeth and bring your smile. Straight or healthy teeth. Healthy is beautiful. Call Gentle Dental today at 262-8834.
It's the bottom of the second inning here in Kenai. 1-0 Bucks our score in game 1 of a 7-inning doubleheader. The first 2 games of a 5-game series between the Oilers and the Bucks. They've already played all the games they'll play at the Bucks this season, and the Oilers have won 3 of those. They lost the first game 2-1, won the second game 2-1. That was a doubleheader, and they won 5-1 and 8-5. All those 4 games on the season opening 11-game road trip. Oilers went 4-7 on that 11-game road trip to open up the ABL season. The 3 of those 4 wins were against the Bucks in 4 games. The Bucks then beat the Oilers in O's game number 27, 14-6 on the last road trip, the beginning of it. Hennings leads off against Wyatt and takes a fastball high, 1-0. Oilers had a double and a single in the first inning, but did not score. A 1-0 pitch to Hennings is lined into left field, a base hit. Just muscled through the left side of that infield. Picked up by Chad Bohr, the left fielder. And Hennings is aboard. So 3 of the first 6 Oilers have hit safely against the Bucks' ace pitcher over Wyatt. Ethan Firestone coming up. Firestone, the big hit his last time up. That was on Monday in the 8th inning. With the Pirates' flamethrower Jacob King on the mound, Firestone aligned to single to right center. To drive in Casey Burnham. That proved to be the decisive hit in that game. Firestone fouls the first pitch away to the right. 0-1. Walden Bros can customize just about anything, but specialize in clothing like t-shirts, crops, tanks, hats, and more. Visit them at waldenbros.store. Call them today at 907-394-5510. 0-1 on Firestone. Hennings pretty good speed at first. He's 3 for 4 stealing this season. Pitch misses outside, 1-1. Firestone's got an extremely good eye at the plate, and he's an extremely patient hitter. Comes in batting .286, 4 for 14. Remember, he just came up to the Oilers at the end of the last homestand during the series against the Chinooks. But he's got a .545 on-base percentage in his short time so far with the O's. 1-1. Hennings running. The pitch is a strike. The throw down to second is in time. Not a very good throw, but Hennings did not have a good jump. Champagne able to reach over toward the third base side of the second base bag to get the throw from Smith, which was good enough. Then reach around and make the tag. So it goes 2-4 on the caught stealing. It's number 28 for the Oilers in that department this season, which leads the league by a wide margin. That's now 28 times caught against 49, now 50 times successful. Not a good ratio at all. The 1-2 is a fastball high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So it goes 2-4 on the caught stealing there. It's 2-2 the count on Firestone. Now the pitch. Swung on and fouled at the plate. Still 2-2. And in a series like this, 5-game compact series against a team short pitching staff, there's no bigger of a favor you could do to the Bucks than run into outside the bases. Firestone swings and misses at strike 3, a fastball up high. 2 outs and nobody on. 1-0 Bucks here. That's the third strikeout for a while. The bottom of the second inning. Graydon West will bat. For an Oilers team that's now averaging 4 runs per game, Bucks average 4.9 runs per game offensively. The Oilers have certainly picked things up on offense in the last 10-15 games or so, as West fouls this to the right, 0-1. The Oilers started the season 6-16, but they're 7-2 since. 5 of those 7 wins coming against last place Chinooks. West pops this one up right side of the infield. Champagne, the second baseman, running over, crosses the foul line behind the bag and makes the catch. That retires the side on the foul out to second base. Leadoff hit, but Hennings is erased on the caught stealing. Nobody left. And no runs there for the Oilers. At the end of 2, it's the Bucks up 1-0 on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
It's a summer sale going on at Safe and Sound in Soldotna. Get your boats, RVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles in and set up with the best audio setups available. And all in-stock marine speakers are on sale now. Also get 25% off all lighting in stock. Safe and Sound is a factory direct dealer for Alpine, Focal, Hertz, JL Audio, JVC, Kenwood, Nakamichi, Pioneer, and Rockford Fosgate. You'll always get the lowest prices on the peninsula for Rockford Fosgate. It's a summer sale going on right now at Safe and Sound, located across from Beeman's in Soldotna. If you're in the market for excavation and landscaping services, the place to call is Earthscapes, LLC. Earthscapes offers high-quality service at a price you can afford. They specialize in tree removal, general excavation, new driveway installations, landscaping, and hardscaping. Earthscapes serves the Kenai, Soldotna, Nikiski, and Sterling areas and are licensed, bonded, and insured. Call Earthscapes, LLC for your excavation and landscaping needs. 907-398-7624 for your free quote. Earthscapes, LLC.
It's the top of the third inning here, Oilers and Bucks. And Anchorage has 9-1-2 due up for them here in the top of the third inning. Cody Graybeck, Alex Champagne, and then Chad Bourne. Graybeck, a 181 hitter on the season, the number 9 batter, will lead things off, but he's responsible for the Bucks' lead, and that his diving stop at shortstop keep Shun Sakino's single on the infield in the first inning prevented James Shimashita from scoring from second base. 1-0 Bucks as we begin the third in a 7-inning game. The left-hand batter Graybeck takes outside and low, ball 1. Hayden Johns throws 5 different pitches. Diverse array. The 1-0 misses, and that's 2 balls, no strikes. He's not struggled with his command at all this season, except for today. He's walked 1. And the 2-0 pitch is grounded to the right side. Sakino up with it, sidearms on to Bowling. 1 out. So after getting down 2-0 on the number 9 hitter, Johns able to get a harmless ground out.
Number 7, Alex Champagne.
And Alex Champagne will come up. Johns throws 3 different fastballs, 4-seam, a 2-seam, and a cutter. Also throws a changeup and a curveball for his off-speed offerings. Champagne, left-hand batter, walked and scored his first time up. It's a bouncer off the mound to Trey Becker at shortstop. He throws to first in time. Nice adjustment by Trey Becker. That ball hit the third base side of the pitcher's mound. It looked like it was headed up the middle, and it went back towards Becker, actually. He had to stop in his tracks and reach over to his right. Makes the play without much trouble. 2 outs and nobody on now for Chad Bourne, a .303 hitter this season. I'm not sure if Becker gets to that ball if it didn't take that deflection off the pitcher's mound. Here's a ground ball to third base. Graydon West has it. He throws to first. Perfect strike. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Hayden Johns on 3 ground balls. We go to the bottom of the third. Still 1-0 Bucks on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
Are you looking for great cocktail ideas for all your summer fun? Well, then get yourself into Discount Liquor and try their new selection of ready-to-drink cocktails and their selection of fine whiskey and bourbons, plus their great variety of beer, wine, and spirits. Discount Liquor also offers discounts on special event orders and case buys. Just ask, and they'll work with you. Discount Liquor, your #1 spot to go to this summer for all your adult beverages. Located on Irons Avenue next to Lucky Raven and True Blue Coffee Shop.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Love Valley time. Saturday, July 23rd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., Frames and Things will be hosting Alaskan artist Barbara LaValle. Come meet Barbara and see her new originals. Frames and Things will have her calendars and a variety of Barbara's fine prints available. Snacks and beverages will be served. Frames and Things is located at 43540 Whistle Hill Loop, next door to Brew at 602. Call us at 907-262-5248 if you have any questions.
We're in the bottom of the third, and the Bucks lead the Oilers 1-0. Here's what's at stake this series. The Bucks come in 3 games ahead of the Oilers for third place in the ABL. These are the third and fourth place teams. The 5-team Alaska Baseball League, and of course the top 4 teams will make the playoffs. The 4 seed will play at the first seed, and the 3 seed will play at the second seed for the semi-final round of the playoffs. And the winners of those 2 series will play in the championship series. The Bucks come in 3 games ahead of the Oilers. Bucks, this is game number 30 of 40 this season. The Oilers, it's game number 32. So if the Oilers win 4 out of the 5 games, they'd be even with the Bucks. Jay Nix bats. He takes up that in. Ball 1 from Wild. 9-1-2 for the O's in their half of the third. Nix, Shimashita, and Becker. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball upstairs, 1-1. Nix batting .224 for this season, but with a .348 on base percentage. 1-1. There's a strike of an East, 1-2. Owen Wild, Bucks ace, trying to find his rhythm here in the third inning. Winds up in the 1-2. Swung on, foul back to the screen. Walden Bros can customize just about anything but specialize in clothing like t-shirts, crops, tanks, hats, and more. Visit them at waldenbros.store or call them at 907-394-5510. 1-2. Swung on and grounded to short. Gray back up with it. Coxon fires to first. Along Vesperman picks up his left leg to grab that. And there's 1 out.
Number 8, James Shimashita.
James Shimashita will come up. Shimashita doubled to start the first inning, now the left field line, but got no farther than third. Well, there's had a couple of strikeouts in that first inning. Shimashita swings at the first pitch here and pops it up to the left side, but foul. That's behind the third base bleachers near the batting cage here at Coral Seymour. No balls and a strike. Right now, the Pilots and the Miners are tied for first place, but the Miners trail the Pilots on the tiebreaker, which is head-to-head record. 0-1, missed outside, 1-1. Pilots are 21-9, the Miners are 23-11. At the start of play today, 1-1 is fly toward left center field on his horse Anglem toward the gap. The left fielder now, Bourne, makes the catch in left center. Shimashita flies out 2 away. Becker steps in. He struck out looking his first time. Pilots have a chance to take first place outright if they beat the Chinooks later today at Lee Jordan Field in Shugiak. Pitch to Becker is grounded toward shortstop. Charging is Garay-Beck. He throws on the run. Becker's out by a half step. Quick bottom of the third after quick top of the third. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. We go to the fourth. It's 1-0 Bucks on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
Odyssey Family Practice is your local occupational health provider.
We provide many services in one convenient location, including pre-employment exams, DOT physicals, drug and alcohol testing, 24/7 on-call services, and more.
We're flexible, and we always work hard to meet the needs of your company.
For top quality occupational health services on your schedule, choose Odyssey Family Practice.
Call 907-313-4569 to schedule an appointment.
Or find us on Facebook.
Odyssey Family Practice. Epic healthcare for your company.
Hey Siri, where should I go to eat today?
You should go eat at Senior Ponchos.
Yeah, I like going there every now and then.
Don't try and fool me. I see your truck at Ponchos.
Yeah, I will again, actually.
You can
I did
enjoy
before, but I'll say it again.
Chipotle, carne asada, and chimichangas.
So, Siri, where are we going to eat?
Senior Ponchos.
Siri, say that again?
Senior Ponchos.
It's senior, not senior. It's fine. Be fine.
Then we're back 6 o'clock on Saturday night at 2 o'clock matinee.
Top of the fourth, the Bucks scored through 3 innings. Looks like this. A run on a hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base for the Anchorage Bucks, the visiting team. No runs on 3 hits. No errors, and 2 men left on base for the host Peninsula Oilers. This is a 7-inning game today, so after the top of the fourth, we'll be halfway through. Here Anglem leads off. He'll be followed by Michael Diaz and Dylan Fesperman. 3, 4, and 5 in the order. First pitch to the righty. And Anglem takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Again, a reminder, and if you'd like to watch this game as you listen, 0-1 is low and inside, 1-1. If you'd like to watch while you listen, you can do that live video for free. Available at the Peninsula Oilers YouTube page. 1-1. Down and away. Just to the backstop. 2 balls and a strike. Our ESPN 1140 audio is simulcast on our live video stream as well. 2-1. Now the pitch is cracked over the left fielder, over the third baseman West toward the left fielder Hennings. A base hit. Hennings gets it into Sakino. Stopping at first is Anglem. He's got a leadoff single here in the fourth.
Hey, let me know. Michael Diaz.
So Michael Diaz bats. He had a left center gap double for an RBI his first time up for the game's lone run to this point. Left-hand batter hitting .304 for the season. First pitch. Popped up left side, and that'll reach the seats out of play. Back behind the seats. Morgan Bros can customize just about anything. Specialize in clothing like t-shirts, crops, tanks, hats, and more. Visit them at waldenbros.store. 0-1 to Diaz. Outside, ball one. Missed with a fastball there to Johns. Glare plenty today here in the press box. So look out over the green core to see more grass. The tarp was taken off a couple hours before the game today. 1-1, runner goes, it's outside, throw to second is right there! They got him! Sherry Nix throws it to Trey Becker, who slaps the tag down on a hit fist diving Garrett Anglam. It's the 12th time this season that the Oilers have caught a man stealing. That goes 2-6. It's 2-1 now on Diaz. The pitch. Foul back 2-2. So both teams have now had a man caught stealing. 1 out, nobody on here. The top of the 4th. 7-inning game. It's 1-0 Bucks. 2-2 to Diaz. The pitch. Reached for and grounded foul toward the beer garden off the covered tarp down the left side. Tarp covered in red, in Oiler red, you could say. Right in front of the beer garden where all the benches and tables are painted red as well. 2-2 to Diaz. And he swings and fouls this one off. Mesperman on deck.
Ball brought to you by Spring Creek Correctional Center.
2-2. Swung on, driven towards center. On comes Burnham. He makes the catch. Out number 2. And Diaz flies out. 2 outs and nobody on for Vesperman. If the Oilers finish 4th, they'll be guaranteed to play the whole playoffs on the road. If the Oilers are able to take this series, they'd have a chance to finish 3rd as this one's flied toward left field. Hennings toward left center now gives way to Burnham in front of him. And Burnham makes the catch off the bat of Vesperman. Side retired quickly in the 4th. A leadoff single, but a caught stealing and nobody left. We're halfway through the scheduled 7. It's the Bucks 1, the O's nothing. On ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
Is buying, refinancing, or renovating a home in your future? Hi, I'm Diane Durfee with Prime Lending, and I'm here to help you achieve your home ownership goals through our simple and hassle-free home loan process. I'll be by your side delivering personalized service, professional guidance, and timely results on the way to your ideal home loan. So call me today at 907-690-3811, because with Prime Lending, the right home loan starts here. Diane Durfee, Production Manager, NMLS 759439. All loans subject to credit approval, rates and fees subject to change. Prime Lending, Queens Capital Company, NMLS 13649, Equal Housing Lender.
The fish are running, and you definitely want to get out on the river and enjoy all your Alaskan adventures. Don't let dental problems sideline your fun this summer. Now is the time to get your teeth checked, cleaned, and repaired. Dr. James Julian and his team are ready to help get your dental health in top shape, offering comprehensive services in a relaxed, family-friendly atmosphere. Contact them at 907-283-4857 to schedule your visit today. It's summer. Welcome it with a smile.
It's the bottom of the 4th. Owen Weil back out there for the Anchorage Bucks. Going back to what I was talking about in the top of the 4th inning, if the Oilers are to overtake the Bucks at the tail end of this regular season and pip them for 3rd place, Oilers would have a chance to host the top of the World Series if both they and the 4 seed, which would then be the Bucks, win in the first round. That's what happened last year. The Glacier Pilots hosted the Bucks at the top of the World Series after the Bucks finished 4th and the Glacier Pilots 3rd in the regular season. Bucks last year's runners-up to the Glacier Pilots. They lost the top of the World Series 2-0 after upsetting the number 1 seed Matsu Miners in the first round. Wild to Sakino, and there's a strike, 0-1. The Oilers were the odd team out of the playoffs last year. The 0-1 is fouled at the plate, nothing in 2. Walden Bros can customize just about anything but specialize in clothing like t-shirts, crops, tank sets, and more. Visit them at waldenbros.store or call them at 907-394-5510. Looks like the Chinooks are going to be the odd team out this year, missing the playoffs. They're 16 games out of first place at the beginning of play today. They're also 7.5 games behind the Oilers. Here too. Is fouled away. Still 0-2. Chinooks have just 8 games to play. Oilers have 9 games to play, including this one, but the Oilers have already clinched the season tiebreaker over the Chinooks. 0-2 goes to the backstop. On a pitch low, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sakino, who'll be followed by Bowling and Burnham, 3, 4, and 5 in the O's half of the 4th as they trail the Bucks 1-0. Wind up the 1-2. Is fought off to the left side out of play, still a ball and 2 strikes. So because of the Oilers owning the tiebreaker, if the Oilers finish with the same record as the Chinooks, Oilers would still make the playoffs. So this one is grounded slowly over towards second base, and nobody's going to get there. Greatbeck, the shortstop, tried to field it, and the second baseman, Champagne, behind him, is wound up with a baseball. Sakino's 2 for 2 with 2 infield singles. Now Bowling will bat. He struck out in the first. So runner on, nobody out. Oilers trailing 1-0 in the 7-inning game here in the 4th inning. Pitch, swing and a miss, nothing at 1. The most wins the Chinooks can get is 14. The Oilers' next win will be their 14th. So, a win in this game, or a win in Game 2 of the doubleheader, or in fact a win at any point this series would guarantee the Oilers at playoff berth. They'd be the last team to clinch. 0-1. Down and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. It'd be the Oilers' first trip to the playoffs since 2019. Missing last year, the 2020 season canceled due to the pandemic. 1-1 the count on Bowling. Here's the pitch. Swung on a pitch low. Tipped into the mid of Derek Smith, 1-2. Bowling's batting average 152 for the season, on base percentage 235. He has power in his bat. He did triple on Monday. 1-2. Runner bluffs, pitch outside. 2-2. This game number 32 of the season for the Oilers. They come in at 13-18. The Bucks come in at 15-14. Runner bluffs, 2-2 is in the dirt. Bowling checked his swing. They appeal to first, and he went around, says Ryan Gill. Alright, that's another one of those tough calls. I didn't think he went, to be honest with you. But it's a 4th strikeout. So I'm picking up here is not the one that matters. Burnham will hit next. He grounded out 6-3 his first time up. Sakino the runner at first with 1 out. Pitch. Missed inside, 1-0. Noah Hennings on deck, 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the 4th, 1-0 Bucks in the 7-inning contest. The 1-0, Sakino running, and Burnham fouls a pitch down low Just off to the first base side, where the Oilers dugout is. Alden Bros can customize just about anything, but specialize in clothing like t-shirts, crops, tank sets, and more. Visit them. WaldenBros.store. Bros out hitting the Bucks 4-2, but trailing 1-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. 1-1 to Burnham. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Tied him up with a pitch either inside or on the inside edge there. 1-2. You can see Wild does look like an ace out there for the Bucks. It's his fifth start of the season. 1-2, runner goes. Burnham fouls it back. Shekinah will have to retreat. The count's still a ball and 2 strikes on Casey Burnham. The Oilers come in third in the league with a .247 team batting average, last in the league with a .344 team on base percentage, and fourth in the league with a .316 slugging percentage. 1-2, Shekinah not running. This one is fouled off to the left and out of play. One thing the Oilers have not done a lot of this season is extra base hits, just 47. Compare that to the Bucks, who have 47 doubles this season. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the pitch, swung on and line toward right field. That's a fair ball up the line. Shekinah hits second, hits for third. He'll be held at third by Kevin Clancy as Burnham pulls into second with a double. Diaz getting the ball quickly down the right field line. Burnham just pulls that one over first base. The Oilers have their second extra base hit, their 5th hit total in this game. Second and third, 1 out now in the fourth as they trail 1-0. Got a mound visit here for Derek Smith, the catcher. Quick chat with Owen Wild. Ahead of the at-bat by Hennings, who singled and then was caught stealing his first time up. Miller comes in batting .256 with a .356 on base percentage. He's driven in 11 runs down the season. A chance for a couple of more now. Could turn the score around. Vesperman, the first baseman, in on the grass. Won't be the third baseman even with a bag. The middle infielders are up. They'll concede the tying run here on a ground ball up the middle. First pitch to Hennings. He swings and fouls it off to the right. 0-1. Normally, series you'd want the Oilers to be patient, but not in a situation like this. Wild has very good control. 4 strikeouts, no walks so far in this game. Second and third. It's good to see Hennings coming up swinging away. On 0-1, the corners creep, and he swings and misses. He's behind 0-2. And now, with 2 strikes, the Bucks bring the infield in, figuring that Hennings might make some softer contact now that he's in an 0-2 hole. Here's the pitch. Fastball high. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hennings. The on-deck man is Ethan Firestone. Second and third, 1 out, bottom of the fourth in a 7-inning contest. 1-0 Bucks. Infield in for Anchorage all the way around. 1-2. Fastball flying in the air, shallow right field. Tough play for anybody in foul ground, and that ball will bounce foul. A triangle there. Diaz in right, Champagne and Vesperman at second and first base, all chasing that ball, but to no avail off the bat of Hennings. The infield was at regular depth. That might have been a little bit of an easier play for either the second baseman Champagne or the first baseman Vesperman, but as it were, they're both running towards the bullpen down the right field line. Second and third, one out. On 1 and 2, Hennings takes low, 2 and 2. First base is open here. Firestone and West are the next two batters for the Oilers. 4 right-hand hitters in a row at the bottom of the order for the O's. 2-2. Fastball swung on, skied toward left center. Waiting for it is Bourne. Tagging at third is Sakino. Bourne makes the catch, throws to shortstop. Raybeck cuts it off. Burnham stays at second. Sakino scores from third. Noah Hennings gets the job done with a runner in third and less than 2 outs. He hits a sac fly and we're tied at 1. Still, Burnham, very fast man, the runner at second. 2 outs now for Firestone. So the Oilers finally put up a run against Owen Wild. Tied at 1 now at 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. And Burnham, the runner at second, being held on by the second baseman Champagne. Firestone takes ball 1 low. Hayden Johns, the Oilers starting pitcher, is facing just 2 over the minimum through 4 innings. Firestone is the 16th batter the Oilers have sent to the plate here with 2 outs in the 4th inning. The pitch, low, 1 ball and no strikes. Firestone, 1 RBI this season. It was a big one. In the top of the 8th inning, the extra inning, in Game 2 of Monday's doubleheader against the Glacier Pilots. He's ahead in the count now, 2-0. The pitch, and that's low. 3 balls, no strikes. I would assume for the Bucks, the goal is for Owen Wild to, if not get through this entire game for them, at least maybe pitch 6 innings. Be big for the Oilers to get into that Bucks bullpen here in the first game of this series. 3-0 to Firestone. There's a strike. Fastball down the middle. Braden West on deck. Firestone struck out swinging his first time up. 3-1. Wild hasn't walked a batter in the game. A right-hand pitcher from Gonzaga deals on 3-1, and it's a ground ball up the middle, base hit center field. Burnham hits third, he scores easily, and the Oilers lead 2-1. Second baseman Champagne ranging over the hole. Looked like he almost reached that one, slowly hit on the ground right up the middle. But it's an RBI single for Firestone. The Oilers lead 2-1. A 2-run inning here for the O's in the 4th. They take advantage of Sakino's leadoff single and then of Casey Burnham's double down the right field line. Graydon West will be the batter. Right on right. First pitch to West is at the inside edge, a strike. Firestone, runner at first. Not really a stolen base threat, but he has been picked off twice this season. 2 outs, a man at first. It's now 2-1 Oilers in the bottom of the 4th. Small lead for Firestone. 0-1 to West, that's down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Now you're back in a situation where you want to make Wild throw the maximum number of pitches possible. West, the 6th man to come to the plate for the Oilers here in the 4th inning. 1-1. Down and in. That gets away from the catcher. Smith doesn't know where it is. It's down toward the third base side. And Firestone easily jogs to second base. So he's in scoring position now after the wild pitch. And 2-1 the count now on Graydon West. Freshman from Rice University.
2-1.
West taps the plate. An open stance, the bat above his helmet. Right on right, the 2-1. Fastball high, 3-1. Well, it was 3-1 behind on Firestone, and Firestone hit an RBI single to give the Oilers the lead. Behind 3-1 on West. Firestone at second will be off on contact with 2 outs. 3-1. Is swung on and lined foul. Left field. 3-2 now. On West. Long inning for Owen Wild, but still nothing in the Bucks bullpen. In fact, nobody's down there. On 3-2, West takes ball 4 up high. That'll send Jerry Nix to the plate. First and second, 2 outs. Or in the bottom of the 4th, Oilers 2, Bucks 1. Both Oiler runs coming here in the bottom of the 4th. Now a Mount meeting, including, that's the GM Sean Maltby. Pitcher's mound with the catcher Smith and the pitcher Wild. As looks to minimize the damage in this inning. Oilers have already scored twice in it. Jerry Nix will come to step in. And Nix grounded out to shortstop his first time. He was in almost everyday starting catcher role for about 10 games or so. After Willie Schwartz got injured and before Ethan Firestone arrived to the team. Pitch is high, 1-0, but now Nix and Firestone splitting time at catcher. Carson Seaman has also had a few starts there.
Mix it up, Nixie!
1 ball, 0 strikes on Nix. Here's the pitch. Ball high, 2-0. Nix has 1 big hit this season himself. Bottom of the 8th, go-ahead single with 2 outs at home against the Chinooks. The game the Oilers won 4-3. 2-0 here. Fastball way upstairs, and the Bucks gonna get some action in the bullpen. They've got no choice. Wild walked the last batter. He's behind 3-0 now on Nix. But still no ball being thrown, just somebody loosening up there. Wild has to get through this bottom of the 4th. Shimashita waits on deck. He might be licking his lips here. 3-0 and 2 on base already. The pitch. Fastball, high, ball 4. Nix draws a walk. The bases are full of those. Shimashita, despite his .333 batting average, has only driven in 8 runs this season. He's had too many RBI opportunities, especially now that he's sitting in the leadoff hole. But he's got one now. 2 outs, bases loaded. 2-1 Oilers, bottom of the 4th. Shimashita's 1 for 2 with a double. The left-hand batter takes strike 1 down the middle. And Shimashita is not one to panic getting behind in the count. Two-way player from San Jose State. The 1 pitch. Another strike. Fastball on the outer third. Shimashita, understandably patient after 2 consecutive walks, now has himself in an 0-2 hole. Trying to add to what's currently just a 1-run Oilers lead. The 0-2. Swung on and popped foul behind the backstop. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Bases loaded with 2 outs in the 4th. Oilers looking to add to a 2-1 lead. On 0-2, Shimashita swings and misses at a high fastball. Tipped into the mid of Derek Smith. And that retires the side. A long bottom half of the 4th inning for Owen Wild as the Oilers take the lead. Oilers stand at 8 men to the plate. They scored 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and left the bases loaded. At the end of 4, only 3 more scheduled to be played in the 7th-inning contest. It's Anchorage 1 and the O's now 2 on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
Hi, this is Justin Rutledge. There's nothing like a small town. It's real community. And that's one of the reasons I'm raising my family here. It's also why I own and operate Soldotna Professional Pharmacy, because I believe a small town pharmacy is where people get the best care. Our customers aren't just customers, you're our friends and neighbors. Stop by at 299 North Binkley in Soldotna for hometown friendly service. I'm Justin Rutledge, and I'm here to serve you.
Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving, your local paving company on the peninsula with over 25 years experience, is ready to pave your driveway or parking lot today. Just call 907-420-4729. Need a little spot patched up or have a small project that needs asphalt or paved? Call Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving for a free estimate. 907-420-4729. Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving, a proud sponsor of Peninsula Oilers Baseball. 907-420-4729.
Top of the 5th inning. The 7th-inning doubleheaders really changed the complexion of the game. In the bottom of the 4th inning, the Oilers went from trailing 1-0 to 9 outs away from a win. 2-1 Oilers as we enter the top of the 5th. Hayden Johns, who has faced the minimum each of the last 3 innings after giving up 1 run in the first, is going to face 6, 7, and 8 in the order. Sean Maple, Dylan Maltby, Derek Smith. Smith has the highest batting average of the 3 at .219. See if the Oilers can take advantage of this light-hitting bottom part of the Bucks batting order. Not just in this game, but in this whole series. First pitch to Maple is down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Bucks come into this series not quite as short-handed as the Chinooks, the last team that came down to Kenai. It's the 1-0's inside and low. 2 balls, no strikes on Maple. But certainly are short-handed. 21 players, 7 pitchers we think available. The 2-0 in the dirt, 3-0. That's certainly enough of a lack of depth, and it'll certainly be a storyline in this series for the Bucks. Oilers are in slightly better shape at the moment. 3-0. Strike if it is. 3-1. Only 1 walk in this game given up by Hayden Johns. It was to lead off the game. That was the runner that came around to score. Champagne on Diaz double. 3-1. Golfed foul to the right. 3-2. Walden Bros can customize just about anything, but specialize in clothing like t-shirts, crops, tanks, hats, and more. Visit WaldenBros.store. Call 907-394-5510. Walden Bros. 3-2 is swung out and bounced right back to Hayden Johns. Oh, that's a line drive. Caught by Johns. 1 out. The sun really messes with being able to see where the ball goes off the bat. That wasn't quite a hot shot back at Johns, but might have been off the inner part of the bat. He might have got jammed there. Just a little, almost kind of a looper right back to the pitcher. Dylan Maltby now with 1 out and nobody on. He takes low, 1-0. Maltby hitting just 190. He hit into a double play. Come back into the pitcher his first time. 1-0. Inside 2-0. Johns has only walked one, but he has struggled early in counts. He's got behind in a lot of counts, but so far, the exception of the first inning, it hasn't hurt him. Wind up to 2-0. Outside and low, 3-0. He's fallen behind 3-0 on 2 straight hitters to begin the 5th. Oilers have lots of bullpen availability going into this series, but like the Bucks, they like to save some of that for the upcoming games. 3-0 pitch. Swung on, popped up, foul ground first base side, and Bowling makes the catch. And unwraps an absolute gift off the bat of Dylan Maltby. 3-0, and he fouls out to the first baseman. That's the definition of a gift. Can't do a pitcher much more of a favor than foul out on a 3-0 pitch. But that's what Dylan Maltby just did. So he's not having a very good game over there. The Bucks third baseman. A double play and a foul out on 3-0. So Derek Smith comes up now with 2 outs and nobody on here at the top of the 5th. It's 2-1 Oilers in a scheduled 7-inning contest. Pitch to Smith. Just off the inside part of the plate, 1-0.
You get it. Stay there. You'll get it.
Johns not getting that inside corner from Jacob Waldrop. The 1-0. A rip and a miss. 1-1.
Get up, man. 1 down.
Honestly, I'm stunned that Dylan Maltby swung at that 3-0 pitch. But it's his dad down there coaching third. Doesn't want to give his kid the take sign. Probably should have. 1-1. Strike called at the knees. 1-2. On Derek Smith. Grounded out to third base his first time up. On 1-2, Smith hits one on the ground to third. Routine play for Graydon West. His throw on target to Bowling at first. And that retires the side. Hayden Johns falls behind 3-0 on the first 2 hitters in the inning. But it's his 4th inning in a row facing the minimum. The Bucks go down 1-2-3. They go to the bottom of the 5th. It's the O's 2, the Glacier Pilots 1 as we'll stretch here on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, RadioKenai.com.
So, you're on Cave Beach Road.
You can come back with the 7th inning stretch music if you want.
You just want to unwind? The place to stop is the Vagabond Inn. Sure to have lots of laughs, beers, and lots of cheers, plus the best drink prices in town. The Vagabond Inn is a sports bar, liquor store, and it's just a perfect hangout with friends. Oh, and NASCAR fans are sure to always have all your NASCAR on weekly, along with cornhole and horseshoes in the back. Check their Facebook Weekend Entertainment, the Vagabond Inn, located on Cave Beach Road.
Clothing and Soul Drive is having a huge boot and shoe sale. You'll find front on water shoes for women, 20% off. Sweeney's it's Converse for men, women, and children, 21. So limited size here, so get them while they last at 20% off. 'Tis the season for Northside Crocs. Get into Sweeney's clothing for Northside Crocs.
Paige Ingram.
The family. Also the popular Service Black Rubber Boot, 20% off.
The 7th inning stretch is brought to you by C&M Muffler and Transmission. When your car is having problems, call on the pros at C&M Muffler and Transmission. Brake work, alignment issues, engine problems, electrical, and yes, muffler and transmission repair too. Call them today. C&M Muffler and Transmission, 907-262-6025 for C&M Muffler and Transmission. We come into the bottom of the fifth. The new pitcher is Gage Ingram for the Bucks. And that call to the bullpen is brought to you by Peninsula Pumping, your local homegrown septic pumping company. When you need to get your septic pumped, give your bullpen sponsor a call. Peninsula Pumping, 907-262-5969. Ingram, a right-hander, 5'9", 180 from Northeast Community College. He's a freshman from La Vista, Nebraska. And on the season, he's only made 2 appearances, 3 earned runs, 3 walks and a strikeout. No record ERA of 7.36. Now the first man to face him will be Trey Becker. Right on right, and Becker takes low, 1-0. So they only got 4 innings out of the starter, Owen Wild. He started off quite well, but 2 runs, and it could have been more. He got Shimashita to strike out with the bases loaded to end the 4th. 1-0 to Becker. The pitch is a strikeout, the outside corner at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2-1 Oilers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They got 2 runs in the 4th. Noah Henning sac fly, and Ethan Firestone RBI single. 1-1. Swung on, grounded across the pitcher's mound, sliding stop by Graybeck. The shortstop is throwing first, picked out by Festerman, too late. Trey Becker beats it out for an infield single, leading off the bottom of the 5th. Hit for Trey. That is Shun Sakino, who's got a couple of infield hits already. He's 2 for 2. Bowling next. Runner at first, nobody out, bottom of the 5th in a 7-inning game. 2-1 Oilers. They're out hitting the Bucks 7-2. Sakino scored his last time up after the second of his 2 singles, and he takes a strike here. Shun comes in batting .292 for the season, and an on-base percentage of .380. Which is very good. 0-1 is fly to right. Moving in a little bit is Diaz in right center. He reaches up to make the catch, and Sakino's retired for the first time. So Bowling will step in. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Bowling hits with a man at first and 1 out. Oilers up 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Game 1 of the 7-inning doubleheader. Throw over to first, and Becker dives back in safely. Trey 7 for 11 stealing this season. He's got good speed, but he also actually leads the league in times caught stealing. Well, he has competition. His teammates actually tied with Casey Burnham. 4 caught stealings to lead the Oilers. Bowling takes a strike, 0-1. Casey Burnham is on deck. Gage Ingram, the second Buck pitcher we see in this series, and he throws to first. Good pickoff move, quick turn off the mound for the right-hand pitcher. Becker is in safely again. Count 0-1 on Bowling. Ingram, stocky righty, works from the third base side of the rubber. There's number 21 for the Bucks. This is his 3rd appearance of the season. His pitch swung on and missed, 0-2. That one tipped into the mid of Derek Smith. Runner at first is Becker. It's 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. On a sunny Friday afternoon in Kenai after the rain yesterday. 0-2. Outside. And Ingram changed his arm slot there. He threw that pitch kind of sidearm, a breaking ball up and outside. 1-2 now to Bowling. So Ingram looks like he's one of those funky relievers that likes to switch up his arm slot. 1-2, and this one is grounded through the left side, base hit. Becker was running on the pitch. He tries to go to third. The throw is too late from the left fielder, Bourne. And Becker gets in there safely. He was stealing with a pitch, so he goes first to third on the base hit to left field by Bowling. That is 8 base hits for the Oilers in this game. First and third, 1 out, fifth for Casey Burnham. Chance for some insurance. See how the Bucks play this. Burnham's got a ton of speed. Unless he rockets one, it'll be hard for him to hit into a double play. I think he's only hit into 2 all season. The first baseman Festerman holding on the runner. First pitch down and in, 1-0. Third baseman Maltby in just in front of the bag, and the second baseman Champagne and the shortstop Graybecker back at double play depth. Outfield straight away against Burnham, who is 1 for 2, a double and a run scored in the fourth. 1-0 from the righty Gage Ingram, the pitch. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Noah Hennings is on deck. Oilers have traffic on the bases for the second inning in a row. They were able to turn that into 2 runs in the fourth. 1 out, first and third. Bowling at first, Becker at third. Bowling runs, Burnham bunts, it's in the air, and it goes foul to the backstop. 2 balls and a strike. A button run there.
Fire some. Next time, grab the ball.
Walden Bros can customize just about anything, but specialize in clothing like t-shirts, crops, tanks, hats, and more. WaldenBros.store, 907-394-5510. On 2-1, Burnham takes ball 3, breaking ball popping in high. So now it's 3-1. Only open base is second with Hennings on deck. Now the pitch, taken, a strike on the outside corner. 3-2 now the count. Bucks have the second worst pitching in the league as a staff, a 4.12 ERA, ahead of only the Chinooks. Bowling already takes off. The 3-2 swung out and foul back. Bowling was already halfway to second by the time Ingram released the baseball. Still 3-2 now on Burnham. The more the Oilers can tax each pitch, or the less likely they'll be able to pitch later in the series. And the more the Bucks will struggle, the more likely it is that they'll have to at some point maybe bring in some position players to do some pitching. 3-2 again. There goes Bowling, and Burnham hits one in the air to right field. Backing up on it is Diaz. He makes the catch, tagging a third, and scoring is Becker as Bowling retreats to first. Burnham gets the job done with a sac fly. Oilers' second one of those in this game, and they lead 3-1. 2 runs in the fourth, and now 1 here in the fifth off the reliever Ingram. The Oilers are in their best spot they've been in all game. It's a 3-1 advantage. Here in the bottom of the fifth, the big insurance run there. So now 2 outs and a runner at first base for Noah Hennings, who's 1 for 1 with a sacrifice fly his last time up. That tied the game at 1 in the fourth. Hennings takes a breaking ball outside. 1 ball and no strikes from Ingram. The Bucks let up 4.7 runs per game. That's more than the Oilers let up at 4.5. The Oilers staff ERA is 3.91. In comparison with the Bucks 4.12. That's low. 2-0 on Hennings. Bucks have given up 140 runs this season. 111 earned runs, 139 runs, 112 earned runs given up by the Oilers as the 2-0 is low, and it's 3-0 on Hennings. Bucks do have a pretty good defense. Best in the league in terms of fewest errors, tied for that with 29 errors. Oilers have made 41 errors this season as a team, but none either way this game. It's 3-0 on Hennings. And a pitch. Low, ball 4. First walk, Ingram is allowed here in the 5th. Third walk, a Buck pitch. Ethan Firestone with 2 on, 2 out. 3-1 Oilers here in the bottom of the 5th. We can give you Owen Wild, the starter's pitching line. It's brought to you by Everybody Rides Again. Looking for a used vehicle? No credit, bad credit, no problem. Your job plus a small down payment is all you need. Located on the Big Corner, K Beach and Poppy Lane. Call 907-260-3053. Everybody Rides Again, 907-260-3053. Owen Wild started the game for the Bucks. He went 4 innings, gave up 6 hits and 2 runs, both earned. 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. He's on the hook right now for what would be his first loss of the season. First pitch to Firestone now. Swung on, grounded to short. Easy flip for Grayback to the second baseman Champagne. That forces out Hennings and retires the side. 6-4 on the fielder's choice off the bat of Firestone. But the Oilers tack on a run against Ingram, the relief pitcher. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 left. At the end of 5, there's 3, 1, ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
The Best Shop has immediate openings for CDL drivers and heavy-duty mechanics. These positions are full-time and pays based on experience. Apply, send your resume to bestmix@alaska.net or drop your resume off at The Best Shop on K Beach Road. The Best Shop has immediate openings. Just send your resume to bestmix@alaska.net or drop off your resume to The Best Shop on K Beach Road. The Best Shop, 907-262-8785.
Hello, this is David Albritton. My family and I recently moved here from Mississippi, and we are very excited to be in Alaska. I'm a board-certified nurse practitioner at PCHS. Being in the field of nursing for 15 years has led me to enjoy family health care. I love being a part of all aspects of care throughout my patient's lifespan. My goal is to provide every patient with the best care possible that is easily accessible and exceptional.
Peninsula Community Health Services, supporting your health.
That's the top of the 6th. Hayden Johns back on the mound. 7-inning doubleheaders. That's the rule in the Alaska Baseball League. It's basically a rule out of necessity more than anything else. In terms of saving pitching, most teams don't have 18 innings worth of pitching in one day. The rosters just aren't thick enough for that. First pitch to Grayback in the 6th is looped toward shallow left field, a foul ball. Diving attempt by Noah Hennings. He almost got there. That's foul, according to the third base umpire, Brad Polk. So just strike 1 there. Walden Bros can customize just about anything but specialize in clothing like t-shirts, crops, tanks, hats, and more. Visit them at waldenbros.store or call them today at 907-394-5510. Oilers looking to improve to 4-1 in these shortened 7-inning doubleheader games this season.
Hey, never know. Still mine.
Season that started with a 7-inning doubleheader against the Bucks at Mulcahy Stadium in Anchorage. The 0-1 to left-hand batting Grayback from Johns is just outside, 1-1. There's some standing up and some stretching in the Oilers bullpen. And looks like some throwing as well. I think that's Mason Kokodinsky. This one is swung on and missed. It's 1-2. Looks like Might be Mason Kokodinsky. Warming up in the Oilers bullpen down right field. And this pitch is fouled. 1-2 still. Kokodinsky warming up now. Probably also see Drake Fries in this game. Maybe it's still a save situation and Johns has to leave in the 7th. This one's up and out, 2-2. Big batter here for Johns. Grayback, a 181 hitter. Number 9 hitter leading off the 6th. 2-2. There's popped up foul left side now to play. Still 2-2. This is a huge batter. You get 1 out, 5 outs away from winning, or you don't get an out and the tying run comes up in the top of the order. And the 2-2's outside. It's now 3-2. Shortstop for the Bucks on 3-2. It's low, ball 4. Johns loses him. Just the second walk he's allowed. Batter's number 1 and that batter number 18 that he faces in this game. So Alex Champagne will come to bat. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored in the first inning. 4th time in the first 6 innings that the leadoff man has reached base against Hayden Johns. They've only cashed in 1 time. Oilers out hitting the Bucks 8-2. This pitch is a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 to the left-hand batting Champagne. Infield a double play depth the outfield straight away against Alex Champagne, a 245 batter. The 0-1 fouled away to the left and out of play. 0-2 the count on Champagne. Nobody out, top of the 6th. Bucks have a runner at first. Oilers have a 3-1 lead. 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th for the O's. Just 1 run in the first inning for the Bucks off Hayden Johns. The 0-2, way outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And steps on the first base side of the rubber. He lost Grayback to lead off the inning after getting ahead with 2 strikes. Looks over at Grayback now, who doesn't have a big lead at all. 1-2 is hit on the ground toward the right side. Sakino's only 1 play at first, and he makes it. As Grayback moves up to second, but good range by Shun Sakai makes those difficult plays look pretty easy. As he ranges over toward the 3-4 hole. That one hit just slowly enough to give him time. Doesn't worry about the lead runner wisely, just gets the out at first. It was a really big insurance run for the Oilers in the bottom of the 5th on Burnham's sac fly. That means the runner at second now, Grayback, is not the tying run. Chad Bourne coming up. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Right-hand batter, first pitch. Hits him on the rear end. So Bourne will take first. Tying runs are aboard against Hayden Johns here in the 6th. Garrett Englund will come into bat. A walk, a ground out, a hit by pitch. Maybe Hayden Johns just slowing down a little bit here in the 6th. Johns hasn't made his start since the Oilers were here last. Pitch is a strike. Catharines, 0-1 to Englund. Englund 1 for 2 with a single his last time up. Sean's last start was 7 innings, 1 run, a win against the Chinooks. The finale of that series, the last time the Oilers played a game at Coral Seymour. That was on July 11th. 11 days ago. He's pitching on 10 days rest. The 0-1 is lined towards center. Coming in, Burnham will have to play it on a hop. Rounding third, and the throw comes home. Is safe. At the plate is Graybeck on the single by Engelum. It's now 3-2. It's hard to tell where the ball's going with the sun. I thought Bowling had cut that off, but he actually had to go through to Nix, and Graybeck just beat the tag going around third base, scoring from second on the base hit. So it's a 3-2 game, still 2 on, 1 out. The batter will be Michael Diaz. He's got a double and a flyout, 1 for 2. So leadoff walk. Both leadoff walks have scored in this game against Hayden Johns. It's 3-2 Oilers now. And the pitch to Diaz is swung on and fouled toward the left side. 0-1. It's the third hit off Hayden Johns for the Bucks in this game. RBI hit for Engelum. He's at first, Bourne's at second with 1 out. On 1 to lefty Diaz. Swung on, fouled at the plate, 0-2. Vesperman 0 for 2's on deck. Diaz, the highest batting average in the Bucks lineup. 304. Double to the gap in left center in the first inning. Give the Bucks their first lead. 3-2 Oilers now in the top of the 6th of the 7-inning game. 2 on, 1 out, 0-2 the count. Righty on lefty. Here's the pitch. Taken. Just outside. Close pitch. Good take though by Diaz. Ball 1. Bourne at second, Engelum at first. 1-2. Swung on and hit through the right side. Base hit. Waved around third is Bourne. The throw coming home is in plenty of time. James Shimashita guns him out, and that would have been the tying run. He was waved around third, an ill-advised decision by the Bucks. And James Shimashita's throw from right field, and more than enough time to let Jerry Nix grab it and smack the tag down ahead of a sliding Chad Bourne. What a big second out here in the 6th for the O's. And Anthony Mizrahi will go out for a conference with Hayden Johns right now. Engelum went to third base on that, so that's the tying run, still 90 feet away. But the tying run almost did score, or it at least could have been 1 out, bases loaded. But they decide to send Bourne, and Shimashita throws him out with 1 out. But understand the decision a little bit more with 2 outs to wave the runner around, as Johns will stay in the game now. But with 1 out, a pitcher who seems to be struggling. The Bucks run into an out. That helps out the Oilers for sure. First and third, 2 outs now for Vesperman, who struck out and flied out. 2 outs in the top of the 6th of the 7-inning game. The Oilers lead 3-2. Righty on righty. The first pitch swung on, popped up left side of the infield. Becker waves on the infield dirt. He makes a catch, and that retires the side. Oilers keep the lead with some drama in the top of the 6th. A tying run almost scored for the Bucks, but thrown out at the plate was Chad Bourne by James Shimashita. The Bucks get just 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Oilers looking to restock that insurance run. They lead 3-2 now. As we go up 46.9 FM and RadioKenai.com.
Steve, just outside the bike loft. The bike loft stocked up, ready to go.
Man, we have lots of bikes in stock. I know we were last year. Hey, we've got plenty this year. If you're looking for new ones, stop in and see us. Baseball and softball mitts. Got them. We also do lots of bike repair. We have a lot of accessories and football cleats. Well, they're not here yet, but hopefully they'll be here soon.
Head upstairs, check it out. It's Beeman's on the Kenai Spur Highway in Soldotna.
Customize your truck or SUV with quality accessories from Rough Country. Now available at Alaska Car Shop on K Beach. Got a
West Nixon
Alaska Car Shop. Looking for a cool grill? Alaska Car Shop. Need a step? Alaska Car Shop. Alaska Car Shop is your authorized Rough Country dealer. Stop by today to see what's available for your ride. Light bars, running boards, tunnel covers, grills, bumpers, and so much more. Alaska Car Shop. Look for the red and black checker black.
Bottom of the 6th, Oilers up 3-2. It's really the bottom of the 8th because of the 7-inning doubleheader. Game 1 of the doubleheader, game 1 of the 5-game series. Oilers 3 outs away from taking home the victory. The Bucks got a run back at the top of the 6th, but only 1 because of James Shimashita's outfield assist. West Nixon Shimashita for the Oilers. They look to get that insurance run back. 8-9-1. And the pitcher still in the game, Ingram, throws high to West, 1-0. Ingram faced 6 Oilers, gave up a run in the 5th. The run that now is extremely important. It's the difference in the game. Oilers up just a run, even though they're out hitting the Bucks 8-4. They've left 7 men on base in the first 5 innings, have the Oilers as well. 1-0 to West, and he hits one off the end of the bat to the right side of the infield. Going over there is Champagne, picks it up and throws out West. 1 man retired in the bottom of the 6th. Looking ahead to the 7th inning. Bucks will have 6, 7, and 8 due up. Starting with Sean Maple. Drake Fries, the Oilers closers, warming up in the bullpen. Fries has been locked down this season, hasn't given up a run. First pitch to Nix. Lifting ball over for a strike, 0-1. Nix has grounded out and walked. He's also thrown a runner out behind the plate. The 0-1, there's a strike, 0-2. It'll be Maple, Maltby, and Smith, who are a combined 1 for 6 in the game. 6, 7, and 8 in the Bucks order. They'll have 2 up in the 7th, their last chance. Nix fouls one away to the right. Still 0-2. That's brought to you by Walden Bros. They can customize just about anything, but specialize in clothing like t-shirts, crops, tanks, hats, and more. Visit them, waldenbros.store. Call them at 907-394-5510. When the game is over, make sure you stay tuned for the Peninsula Community Health Services post-game show. Between games of this doubleheader. 0-2 to Nix, outside on a breaking ball, 1-2. Peninsula Community Health Services, supporting your health, offering medical, dental, and behavior health services. Online at pchsak.org or call 907-262-3119. That's 907-262-3119. Swing and a miss, strike 3 at the 1-2 breaking ball by Nix. Ingram has his first strikeout. 2 outs and nobody on now for Shimashita here in the home 6th. Still 3-2 Oilers.
Number 8, Shimashita.
after the first game, after the post-game show, we'll send it back to the studio for a little bit. Shimashita takes high 1-0. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Send it back to the studio just briefly after the post-game show, and we'll go into an abbreviated Sweeney's pregame show ahead of all our live coverage of Game 2 of this doubleheader. Should about 30 to 45 minutes after the conclusion of this one. That's outside and low, 2-0 to Shimashita. Shimashita really does do it all for the Oilers. 2-0. Fastball away, 3-0. He was the winning pitcher in the last game, 2 scoreless innings against the Pilots. He's the Oilers league leader in batting average, right near the league leaders in batting average. 333. He takes a strike down, 3-0. And he threw out the would-be tying runner at the plate at the top of this inning. 3-1. Swing and a miss. It's 3-2. Ready on lefty. Ingram deals on 3-2. Swing and a fly ball, left field, foul territory, and it's into the Bucks bullpen. Bourne was going over to chase it there. Still 3-2 on Shimashita with Trey Becker on deck. 2 outs and nobody on. Bottom of the 6th. Miller's trying to get some insurance ahead of the top of the 7th. It'll be the last chance for the Bucks. 3-2. Breaking ball high, ball 4. Shimashita works along. So he'll raise his on-base percentage today, up from 464. He's reached now 2 of 4 times. There's Trey Becker's 1 for 3, an infield single and a crucial run scored in the 5th. Ingram set of the belt. His pitch. At the knees, a strike. Fries is throwing, getting hot in the Oilers bullpen. 0-1 is whacked toward left field. A diving attempt by the left fielder, Bourne, and he couldn't come up with it. It gets behind him, and Shimashita will stop at third. After he recovers, he must have just got a piece of that. And left field did Bourne. Becker's in at second with a double. Bourne did not take a good route to that, it looked like. Came in and then at the last moment dove to his right. He must have just got a piece of it. Otherwise, that ball probably would have kept rolling. Shimashita goes to third. Becker has a 2-hit game. That's a double. He's at second now for Sakino, who has 2 hits in a game. Second and third, 2 outs. Big chance for the Oilers for some insurance. Sakino takes ball 1 high. Shun 2 for 3 with a run scored. He flied to right his last time. Speed on the bases. Shimashita at third. Becker at second. A 1-0. Swung on. Foul back. And it'll be Maple, a 194 hitter, Maltby a 190 hitter, and then Smith a 219 hitter due up for the Bucks. 6, 7, and 8, and behind them, Graybeck a 181 hitter. The Oilers put this one out of reach right now with Sakino, 1-1. Strike on the outside corner, good pitch, 1-2. Alton Bowling is on deck. Oilers out hitting the Bucks 9-4, leading the Bucks 3-2 here in the 6th. 2 outs, second and third. Ingram deals. In the dirt, blocked by Smith. 2-2 the count. Ingram is working pretty hard. These have been 2 difficult innings for him. So he might not be available for the Bucks to pitch for the next couple of days. 2-2. Swung on, popped foul, left side now to play. This is Ingram's inning. Nobody in the Bucks bullpen at all. Righty on lefty here, Sakino in a battle with a right-hand pitcher, Gage Ingram. 2 in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line toward left field, and it sits up for Bourne, who makes the catch and retires the side. He hit that one just a little bit too hard for a line out. So the Oilers strand a couple of more in scoring position. No runs, a hit, 2 left. They've left 9 on base, and I hope that won't matter. We've got a chance to win it in the 7th inning. That's where we're headed next. It's the Oilers 3, the Bucks 2, in a 7-inning game on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, KSLD, Soldotna, Kenai Homer, and RadioKenai.com.
Yikes, that's no way to treat your truck bed. Before you start throwing tools, wood, fishing equipment, four-wheelers, and everything else in the bed of your truck, protect it with Rhino Lining, the best spray-in bed liner available at Rhino Linings of the Peninsula. New beds, old beds, bumpers, tube steps, and other automotive accessories, Rhino Linings of the Peninsula can protect it. We can also spray things for ATVs, boats, and trailers. For more information, call Rhino Linings of the Peninsula at 252-2598. That's Rhino Linings of the Peninsula, 252-2598.
Steam on Wheels is excited to announce the opening of their Pine Street pit for commercial and residential use. If you need quality topsoil, sand, pit run, sewer rock, drainage rock, give Steam on Wheels a call at 262-3240. Need it hauled? Steam on Wheels can help. Get your project at 262-3240. Screen sand, pit run, gravel, sewer rock, and drainage rock available. Just call 262-3240. Steam on Wheels, open Monday through Saturday.
Top of the 7th and final scheduled inning in Game 1 of this doubleheader, and the Oilers have made a call to the bullpen for the first time. Brought to you by Peninsula Pumping, your local homegrown septic pumping company. When you need to get your septic pumped, give your bullpen sponsor a call. Peninsula Pumping, 907-262-5969. That's 907-262-5969. Drake Fry is the new pitcher. He's the closer. University of San Diego, 9 innings on the season. He's allowed 1 hit, no runs, 7 strikeouts, 7 effective appearances, 4 saves, and 4 opportunities for Drake. Looking to make it 5-5. Everybody rides the pitching line on Hayden Johns, who started for the Oilers 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 1 hit by pitch. And the first pitch here at the top of the 7th is ball 1 to the right-hand batting Sean Maple, who has singled and looped out to the pitcher. 1-0. Swung on, fouled off. Walden Rose can customize just about anything, but specialize in clothing like t-shirts, crops, tanks, hats, and more. Visit them at waldenrose.store. 1-1. Breaking ball high, 2-1. That line for Johns, who stands to be the winning pitcher in this game, brought to you by Everybody Rides Again. Looking for used vehicle? No credit, bad credit? No problem. Your job plus a small down payment is all you need. 907-260-3053. 2-1 pitch. Fouled off, 2-2. Maple the DH, followed by Maltby, the third baseman, and Smith, the catcher. Outfield around towards right against Sean Maple, the infield straight up. 2-2 from Fries. Just got a piece of it, fouling it off the gear of Jerry Nix. 2-2. Oilers trying to take their 4th game for the Bucks this season in 6 tries. Get to within 2 games of 3rd place in the ABL standings. 2-2. Breaking ball. Strike 3 calls. Everybody knew it. It started up and in. Chopped right in there on the inner third of the plate. Second strikeout for Oiler pitching in the game. Fries has his 8th of the season. Dylan Maltby will come up next. Maltby is hit into a double play and fouled out on a 3-0 count. Hard to imagine a worse day for a hitter. Pitch is popped up, right side, out of play, foul. Double play, those things happen. 3-0, foul out to the first baseman. That's not supposed to happen. That's what Maltby did his last time up. Fouled out to the first baseman on a 3-0 count. The 0-1. Hit on the ground to third, a couple bounces. West, double clutches, goes to first in time. 2 men away. Drake Fries, just about automatic in save situations this season for the Oilers. 2 outs and nobody on. Smith, the catcher, coming up. He's grounded out twice.
Hey, nothing over your head.
Last chance for the Bucks. 3-2 Oilers here in the top of the 7th and final inning. 2 outs and nobody on. Oilers lead 3-2. Breaking ball drops in for a strike. 0-1. Right on right. Last chance for Anchorage in game 1 of this doubleheader. Fries the 0-1. Fastball, strike 2 call. Crowd is much bigger than it was at the beginning of the game. Oilers a strike away. 0-2. Taken in the dirt. Front row of the beer garden's now full. Second row looks mostly full as well. Starting to be some good amount of fans in the bleachers, first and third base side as well. Should be a much better crowd for game 2. Love you to come on out for it. Not too late. 1-2 pitch. Taken inside, 2-2. Food Truck Friday. A couple of food trucks here at Coral Seymour. 2-2 pitch. Taken. Strike 3 call. O's win. It wasn't sure, but that's the ball game. Drake Fries gets 2 punch-outs on all strike 3s. The bottom, or the top of the 7th inning. For the Bucks in their half of the 7th, no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Drake Fries with a 2-3 inning. Hit the save as the Oilers take the first game of this series and of this doubleheader for the Bucks. The final score 3-2. And we're getting word that the next game is going to start at 6:40 will the start of the second game. That means we'll be done at 6:30 for an abbreviated pregame show ahead of that one. Step aside now and be back with the postgame show right now. Postgame show is next as the O's win 3-2 on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
Well, we've all heard a lot about unplanned